Disclaimer: This podcast is for entertainment purposes and contains satire. Discretion is advised.
Hi, welcome to Turning Phrases, episode 3, where things go terribly wrong. My name is Chris, and I am here with...
Hey, Adam, that's me.
His name is Hey Adam.
And I'm Steph.
That's Steph. And today we're going to be discussing something completely wrong, getting everything mindlessly wrong. Jesus Christ, I can't believe how dumb I am.
He's just going to keep on talking until the cows come.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. Cows coming home.
Yep.
It's well known that we love steak in this household.
Word.
And what does cows come home? What does that mean? It has to do with steak, right?
All right.
Where else?
The whole, what are we? The question is what is till the cows come home?
Yes.
It means if you do something till the cows come home.
That's mind blowing. So, like,
I don't
play
know.
Monopoly or something.
Not
then
everything just
wait
means
for it to go.
something. Okay, not everything means something. Sometimes you're just waiting for cows to come.
Sometimes it's just a cigar, man.
Sometimes just a cigar. Sometimes they're just blue curtains.
Sometimes it's a wang doodle.
Sometimes it's a wang doodle. Sometimes the cows are a long way from home and you have to wait for them to come back.
It happens sometimes.
Or sometimes you have to wait for the cows to find out what home really means.
I heard they came from Buffalo.
Well, maybe Buffalo is home. I mean,
That's
for
probably
some people it
those
has
are the
to be.
Bills. The Bills come from Buffalo.
For some people it has to be home.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's unfortunately true.
See what I mean?
I follow a team from Buffalo, and that's how I feel about that.
Sometimes they have to come home.
Sometimes they have to come home. Wait, do you know what happens in Buffalo before we move on to cows?
What happens in Buffalo?
Do you know what they do in
It
Buffalo?
stays in Buffalo, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it does, because the tables are on fire and you're thrown through them.
Huh. Okay. Well,
And that's
I guess
how the cows came home.
it sounds like it may be leaving Buffalo. If you're not careful, you need to be careful what you say. Because it may leave Buffalo.
I
What
figured
happens
it'd be
in Buffalo needs to
Way
stay
more
in
innocent,
Buffalo.
considering it's just cows.
Yeah, but why do you think the cows come home, Steph? Because I have a theory.
Well, did we explain what it means?
No,
Yes.
we're trying to figure out why. What could it mean?
What could it possibly mean? Because I've already explained what it means.
What do you think of it?
Truthfully, I have no clue. I think it just means, cows go out to graze, they get bored eventually, they come back.
I think it's around like 12 o'clock. I think they come home, they need a drink. And you just have to have the drink ready for when they come
They
home.
just gotta decompress, man.
Yeah.
Grazing is hard.
Yeah, it's a hard time.
Hi. You know me from Turning Phrases, a terrible show that you have been watching. And one of the worst things is we consistently forget to say like, comment, and subscribe. And the reason that is because we're stupid. And we will never remember. And that's why we're putting this in here. Because I am a sad sack of shit. So please, remember as you watch our show, feel guilty for us. And like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, thank you for watching Turning Phrases. We apologize for everything.
Okay, we're just going to have our lovely executive producer tell us.
Possibly from the fact that cattle let out to pasture may only expect to return for milking the next morning.
So
Thus-
lazy.
Thus, for example, a party goes on until the cows come home is a very long one.
This is a very long one.
Huh.
So you're just saying they're lazy and they come home late? Is that it? Is that the meme that we have?
I guess so.
Yes,
Okay.
This is very
it's a very long event, the cows coming home.
I can imagine.
Oh, I think I understand. Okay.
Wait, have you ever been on a farm?
Cow party.
Yeah, it's a cow party. After you tip them, that's probably why it takes so long for them to come home.
Yeah, I didn't get stuck in there.
Yeah, when you tip them over, they have a hard time getting up and then coming home.
Skipping them over.
So, I mean, I guess what we're saying here is that the phrase "till the cows come home." Okay, so we're trying to figure out the origin of it.
Yeah, where do you think it came from?
All right, so, I mean, I just think it's not even a phrase. I think it's just
Not even
it's
a
just
phrase.
not even a phrase.
It's just something that we came up with.
sometimes cows need to come. That's even better. Hold on, I'm revising my answer. There's never been a phrase called "till the cows come home." You made it up.
I did not make it up.
I've
You're
never
the one
heard
that said
of-
it when we started the podcast. You're the one that said, "Till the cows come home," all excited like something's going to happen.
It just came over me. I think you invented that phrase.
I did not invent that phrase. I've invented one phrase, which we'll get around to one day.
It's Chris. Chris has always been obsessed with cows.
That's because of my nightly habits.
Yeah.
What?
What?
No, don't worry about it.
What are you,
No,
a werewolf?
Yes, let's go
Cow.
with that.
It's a cow. Aware.
A werecow?
Aware. A cow.
Could you imagine? It's like,
Trying to.
oh god, I'm turning.
It is pretty great. All right.
A terrible cow is a terrible wolf. I don't know what's going
I'll
on.
grant you that maybe you didn't invent this phrase for this podcast.
I think because of how oddly descriptive it is, it probably was made up by Jason.
No, we'll say that it's not made up. We'll play along.
We'll play along with my little
play
game
along.
here. This little
And
game
we'll
called
say
Podcast.
that, like, if till the cows come home is a real phrase, it's not.
It's not.
Then what it would the origin of that is just simply cows leave the house sometimes,
To go
and
to
then
the
they
store.
come home. And sometimes you can't. You have to wait till they come home. You can't just do shit. With
Is this because they're 9 to 5 jobs? They had to go out and get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes but it's not just that. Sometimes it's jobs. Sometimes it's they go out to the library. Sometimes it's just they go out. There's people just go out sometimes, and wait for them to come home.
Yeah, you ever go to like the grocery store and there's a cow just sitting there at the cashier shop?
Yeah, it's Stu Leonard's.
Yeah.
Damn it, you beat me to it. I was gonna make
You just go there and it's like, hi, I'd like to buy this. That's not what I wanted. Why did you say that about my mother?
It's worse when they work at the deli.
Oh my
It's
god.
worse when they work at the deli. It's, like
Stu
I mean,
Leonard.
times are hard. The economy's not great, and people have to work. And if you're a cow, you got to work at the deli. That's got to do sometimes.
Yeah, it's really funny though because they don't sell beef at those places.
I mean, they do if the
They do
prices
at
are
Stu
high
Leonard's.
enough, man. I don't know.
Don't know what Stu Leonard's is.
What do you mean you don't know what Stu
I don't
Leonard
You
is?
never had Leonard stew? It's great.
Okay, for anyone outside of Connecticut, Stu Leonard's is this really awesome grocery store that was started by a guy named, you guessed it, Stu Leonard's. And their mascot is a cow, and they have singing like animatronics and stuff in there. It's great. 5 million out of 10.
It's basically, all the Chuck E. Cheeses that were around and like those animatronics, they retired and started a grocery.
It's like Chuck E. Cheese for your mom.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest, as we were saying this, my brain was trying to remember Leonard Nimoy's name from Stu
You
Leonard.
just did.
Just like my
Leonard Nimoy has nothing to do with
They're not a single thing.
well-known fact: Leonard Nimoy started the first Stu Leonards.
Yeah, it's
No.
Well known by me.
Well, I guess
Only me.
making up phrases, you may as well make up people. There's no one called Leonard.
I mean, it couldn't be worse because I'm pretty sure.
The name is that. Make
Wait,
shit up.
so if I was to guess, it had to do with the movie Tombstone.
Huh.
I think
Speak on
Tombstone.
that.
I think Tombstone is not Tombstone. That's
Yeah.
the word.
Tombstone's a good movie.
Yeah, Tombstone is actually where the phrase "till the cows come home" come from, because you see, Lunger, who was the name of Brad Pitt's character, Doc
Martin.
Doc Holliday.
Doc Martin. Doc Holliday was going
Doc
around,
Martin is shooting.
and they were waiting for Doc Holliday to come back into the scene, and so for half the movie, they're just like going, "Where's Doc Holliday with those cows?"
It's very
They're coming
avant-garde.
home
Like
soon.
they just leave the shot on them
Yeah,
for the whole 20 minutes.
for the whole
It's very
Tombstone is longer than 20 minutes.
well.
Yes.
I know that.
Are you just talking about
It's at
how
least
long it is
25.
until?
Maybe you're talking about the Tombstone
I'm just talking
commercial.
about the scene
You're
where they're
talking
waiting.
about while they're waiting for the start
Right.
of the movie to come in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
no.
It's like a waiting for Godot situation. But
I
cows.
I love the movie Tombstone, and clearly that's where it came from. But mostly, all I can ever think of was during that famous scene where it's like, "What you doing here, Longer?" Well, that's what we're doing here till the cows come home. Wait, no, that's Huckleberry. They say Huckleberry.
Huckleberry.
Terry. Huckleberry till the cows come home. They're very similar sentences.
Of course.
Huckleberry may not be a sentence.
Not a very expensive one.
So I heard
Subject, object.
variation.
Till the cowboys come home.
No. So when I worked in,
That's a board I'm making.
my God. So when I worked in the trades, my mentor was a Jewish guy who had a very gruff, very brash sense of humor. And he used to, you are so close. And he used to say something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, we'll work on this, that, the other thing, and we'll be out here working till the second coming of Christ." And I'm like, okay.
Maybe he came the first time. He just wasn't that big of a deal,
It wasn't a great time the first time.
Yeah,
we
maybe
went
the first time.
Yeah.
Actually, if you think about it, that's actually true.
That's the stance.
The second time Christ came around, it was a much bigger deal. When
There
he
were
was
more
just
cows.
born, no one really cared. He was just a kid.
There was
Wow.
a cow
Yeah,
when
how
Christ
about
was born.
Think about it. When Christ came back the second time, right around the time the cows
Wait
were
a minute,
coming
did we
around,
just solve religion?
we did.
Because hold on now.
What do
all
you mean we
these-
solve religion? There's
It's been
no.
broken for a long time, and I think we can all admit that. Look,
The executive
think about it.
producers are big.
think about it. All these people talking about, oh, they're going to be the second coming, right? Second
Of
coming
course.
in the world, right? Already happened. He was born,
Mhm.
died,
Yeah.
risen. That's number 2, baby.
Yeah, he did it a second time.
That's number 2.
It was way
we're
better
on,
than the
we're
first
on
time.
2 to 3 right now. We've already had episode 2.
Yeah.
So this whole stuff about the second coming,
So you're saying this podcast episode
3.
is actually about the second coming of cows? I mean, Christ.
yeah,
Episode 2. Like it's
We're
Attack of the
already on-
Clones. We're on
already
Revenge
on-
of the Sith now.
We're already on. The second coming has already happened. He already came back. That's the whole point.
That's a good movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith.
yeah. That was the second coming.
Yes. Yes.
No, Attack of the Clones was
There it is.
episode.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't actually watch movies.
Wait, no, to be fair, when you
That's
watch
becoming
movies,
increasingly obvious. Adam.
when Adam watches movies, it's actually painful for everybody in the room as we're there. There is the world's most focused man. He has a fidget spinner in his hand right now. When Adam is watching a movie, that is the most focused man that has ever existed. There is the screen right in front of him, and him like, yeah. I saw that happening. That's the entire time.
You got. I mean,
It could be
you
an
guys,
8-hour documentary.
if you
Just
guys
Adam.
could just put yourselves behind a screen that was sort of backlit, I would watch the hell out of you.
It's true. You have the weirdest reaction to TV.
Yeah, but otherwise, I don't really care.
Adam, you're thinking about Christ coming. I already know that.
I'm just saying. I think we just solved religion. I think all these people worried about the second coming need to stop worrying because it
I
already
feel like
happened.
the second coming of the cows would usher in a period of peace rather than war, but that's just me.
Well, I mean,
Unless the
Wait.
cows are stampeding, then we might have an issue.
Wait, that's not why Mad Cow came around because of the second coming of cows.
My God.
wow,
And now we just solved Mad Cow disease.
yeah, it's all coming.
We haven't cured it or anything. No, that's not what we're doing. No, Adam is a doctor, and his medical license
Yeah,
is well
absolutely.
established.
Yeah,
You are not about to sit
100%.
here and be like, I never
Medical
claimed to be a
advice.
doctor.
Medical advice, 100%.
You've already claimed to be a doctor once to me, but
Don't believe the disclaimers; they're not true.
big giant disclaimer. No, we need
100% real.
A
whatever I
disclaimer
go out
for your
with you.
disclaimer.
It's like,
Yeah, wink. Disclaimer, wink.
so, like, legitimately, if I were to guess where it comes from, and again, I'm not smart. It may have to do with Tombstone, but it has to do with cowboys, probably.
Yeah, I mean, my contention is that there is no such phrase. But if there were, it would not even be a phrase. It's just talking about what the cows come home. When your boss is saying like, "Oh, this will get done when the cows come home," he's literally thinking about cows, and when they get here, the job will be done. I think there's no phrase. I think it's 100% legit.
Actually, I'm going to back you up
I
on
think
this
it's
one.
literal.
And
That's
I
the
know
word.
Steph is
Word
going to
literal.
laugh. Yes. which is also made up and just for this podcast.
Wow.
But I'm going to give Adam some backing for his logic.
Okay.
In the game Red Dead Redemption 2, they do not once say when the cows come. Not once.
And that proves it, folks.
The half the game is like learning how to deal with cows and chickens. Like literally half the game. That's the point of the game. Like, oh, you're gonna have to herd these cows. Cows never came home in the game.
Oh my god.
That's true, but I don't think they ever said it either.
Yeah, that's why we know the phrase isn't real.
I see what you're saying. I got it. So it's by proof by we would have expected this here.
Yeah.
This would have been the place to see it, but we don't. So therefore,
Therefore, it does not
not a real
exist.
phrase. I think that
It's like Schrodinger's
coming around to your argument, and well,
cow.
we'll be in discussions.
We're having discussions about this.
Yeah.
So, Steph, why do you think cows are real?
I'm sorry? I mean, I've eaten one several times.
Yeah, we don't have any
You ever
proof
seen
of
a
that.
cow? What,
Look
how
at that.
do you
That's
know?
a face that's never seen a cow.
How
I
do you know?
have with my own 2 eyes seen several cows.
But you ever eaten that cow that you saw?
Did it come?
What?
Anyway.
Oh my
I-
god, Chris.
Those are actor cows.
I've
They're
made
not
that
real.
joke 10 times through the show. That's the first time anyone's got it.
Well, it's the first time we've been unable to ignore it.
Great. Yeah, so legit, honestly, I do not know where this phrase might have come from. It's definitely from like an old timey, it's definitely got 1800s vibes to it.
Yeah, Doc Holliday said
Yeah,
it first.
back when. Oh, all this discussion of Tombstone. The only thing I think of every time I hear Tombstone is that the old commercial for the Tombstone pizza. Right, the dude's about to be hanged. The other guy's like, "What do you want on your tombstone?" And he's like, "Pepperoni and cheese. Get Tombstone pizza."
Okay, so, well-known fact. Not a well-known fact.
Okay.
There was a movie called Quick and the Dead, starring Sharon Stone, Russell Crowe,
Love that movie.
Gene Hackman,
Yep.
and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Gene Ackman.
Hackman,
Gene
yeah.
Gene
Ackerman?
Hackman.
Hackman, yes.
Oh.
And at one point, when the cow came home, Leonardo DiCaprio and Sharon Stone slept together. For no point whatsoever.
Wow.
There is no reasoning for whatsoever in that movie for that scene. I love the movie. Great film. Bruce Campbell was supposed to be in it, which would have made me much happier.
Mm.
Again, no cows, except for the scene where Sharon Stone and Leonardo DiCaprio sleep together. Very
Okay.
well-known scene. But they don't say the line from where the cows
They
came.
don't say the line.
No, they don't
because
say the
nobody
line.
says the line.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, my favorite
My foot.
Western
The cow
anything
came home.
ever.
Gee,
The,
you're the cow.
the executive producer has blessed me.
There you.
My favorite Western film of all time, of course, is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And I'm playing that movie in my head right now, because God knows I've seen it enough times. I don't recall seeing a cow at any point during that film.
Yeah,
Therefore,
that's
cows don't exist.
that's
Therefore,
the
cows
phrase
don't come
doesn't
home.
exist.
Cows are a scam.
They've
phrase
never
doesn't
existed.
exist.
It's like
There's
how
no-
birds don't exist.
Well, I'm not saying that people don't say "kill the cows." What I'm saying is that when they're saying it, they mean it literally.
It's a literal statement.
It's a literal statement. They're waiting. For
Therefore,
cows
it's
to
not a
come.
phrase. Therefore, this.
That's what I'm
episode
saying. I'm saying it's a
does
literal
not
statement.
exist.
So if cows aren't real, then that means that they've had to go away somewhere.
They've been waiting a very long time.
And they're just waiting to come back.
I mean, on the earth.
You're gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Weird.
So where does our steak
We
come
may have
from?
gotten a little off. track.
Well, I actually get my steak from Snake River Farm. That's an ad sponsored. We're not sponsored. Snake
Okay.
River Farm. It's expensive. It's really good. Adam stole a steak that I made from there once.
Yeah, I guess I did.
That's where they come from. They come from Japan, technically.
Oh, Japan. That's where they've all gone. They're all in
That's where they've
Japan.
gone.
That's where they
So
went
come
to,
home.
and then
That's where the
not-
Wagyu beef comes
It's an
from.
international.
It's actually
Yes.
because they have yet to come home
Yeah.
from Japan. They've all traveled to Japan.
Yeah.
Seeking enlightenment.
That's why we haven't seen cows in like 20 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, we did a great job on this episode. Yeah.
Oh no!
What did we
No.
learn here today,
What
guys?
did we learn here today in this episode about cows coming home? Good
Yeah.
lord!
Adam, bring it home
It's
for
been a
us.
challenge.
Adam, tell us about.
You're the
So-
smart one. You do it.
Adam,
Yeah.
you're the one who went to college twice.
Yeah.
You were so smart. You went to college 3 times, actually.
They didn't teach us about this.
They didn't teach you about this.
Yeah. What I can tell you is, someone says till the cows come home. They're literally waiting until cows come home, and when they're done waiting, when they finish waiting, so that's how you know the cows.
It's good logic.
Yeah.
I can't argue that logic.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. That.
Wait, cow and chicken. Let's talk about cow and chicken. While
Yes.
we're here.
Yes.
Okay.
Let us.
Cow and chicken was about cows coming home.
I guess.
Yeah, because she lived in a house with her brother Chicken and her weird not even torso parents.
Listen, I never said every phrase was going to be a very good history. I just said that it's going to be a story about.
Can't all be winners.
No, I could be a winner, not like a cow. Jason, can you save us and tell us the actual history of this?
The phrase was first coined by John Dalton in 1691
Whoa!
1691.
in
Wow.
his account of Ireland, the Teague Land, or Merry Ramble to the Wild Irish in 1968. He says, on Sundays and holidays, all the people resorted with the piper and fiddler to the village green, where the young folks dance
Sounds made up.
until the cows come home. Probably because the Irish would often bring their cows to their homes at night, as mentioned by Dalton.
First off, so
They
that's
were
all
being
bullshit.
literal.
There's actually
They
literally.
would dance and sing until the cows came home. It wasn't a phrase. It was
Wasn't a
literal.
phrase, just an actual thing. That's why we've been falling apart because it's not a phrase.
And I
Just
think it's
them.
still not a phrase. I mean, people are still waiting for their cows to come home. And we've all been waiting for many years now.
I've been
And
waiting
that's
for my
why
cows
I'm
to come
starting a
home.
movement.
You're starting with
What?
Wait,
We're going to bring them back. They've been in Japan for too long.
yeah, they've been in Japan way
Will
too
you
long.
join me? We're going to get them.
We're gonna go on a spirit.
It doesn't
quest.
matter if we don't have the money or the power. What we have
is
is a dog who's going to mess up our microphone.
This is going to be the end of everything.
TV executive producer. No.
Hi, I can
Gee.
hold this. I'm strong. Can someone get this out from her feet?
Come on.
Yep.
Oh, I did it. Man, I didn't realize that Till the Cows Come Home was such a
We've covered a lot of topics. We've covered
1691.
international relations. We've covered international relations. We've covered religion. We've covered.
That's way
Now
the hell
cow.
Chris was talking about.
movies and TV shows.
Yeah, those whatever.
But can I just say, I didn't expect that to be that old of a saying. It definitely felt 1800s. to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
That phrase came out the year before the Salem witch trials. Just to put that into
Wow.
perspective for you
Maybe
guys.
that's what did it.
Yeah, the cows were.
They said that we can't have this.
Oh,
Obviously.
We can't have people saying stuff like this.
no, that'd be very rude.
And the cows still haven't come home since then.
That's right.
It's actually well known that that was when they burned all the cows alive.
Exactly.
I'm turning the cows gay!
Listen, we're gonna be bought by the Onion if we keep this up. Let's keep going.
All right, hey,
God, I listen to
that's
the
so
Onion.
bad.
I do too. Oh my god.
Can't believe.
That's the part that's getting me, is that it's that old. But then, I guess it makes sense, because,
Cows
people-
are pretty old.
we were agricultural for way longer than we've been whatever the hell this is.
I like
Yeah,
that we're
maybe
taking
it's late.
credit for it. It was from Ireland, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. I like even in our conversation, we're taking credit for it.
Yeah, we
was,
did it.
It's like America. We're like America did it.
We did it!
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
it's all us.
Sometimes, look, streets are hard out there. You gotta bring your cows home.
Right?
I,
Okay, you can't just leave those guys walking out there.
yeah, it's very hard pavement.
No.
Somebody's gonna walk off your cow. Now it's their cow. How you gonna tell?
That's why they went to Japan. It's very nice there.
Yeah.
I mean, Japan has a fox island, they have a rabbit island. Why not a cow island?
Why not?
You know?
Oh, man, they do have a Fox Island.
They do, and they probably their cows are probably so cute.
Oh,
You don't wanna
way
break
cuter
it.
than our cows.
What?
Yeah, you don't want to. And they have a rabbit island too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't want to bridge between the fox island and the rabbit island.
Oh, yeah.
they have
really
no
not
for
the-
each specific animal. It's
It's
kind of like
international.
Noah's Ark.
International relations are very difficult.
That's primarily due to Johnny Somali.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that.
I definitely know what you're talking.
Johnny Somali is the bane of my existence recently.
He's this content creator who like made his entire living off of being a douchebag, and he got arrested in what was it?
Japan.
South.
Korea. He got arrested in Japan.
Or is he? He's incarcerated in South Korea for doing something.
But I can honestly say, and I'm going to defend Johnny Somali right here.
See it till bring the cows home.
Johnny Somali went to Japan in the first place to find cows and bring them home.
Huh. Well, I feel a little bit
Disclaimer.
iffy about my
I need a
movement now.
disclaimer.
He touched the wrong cow, and now he's in prison forever.
More disclaimers.
But why would they go to Japan and not India? That's the part I can't figure out.
Too easy.
Too easy. It's way too
Cows
easy.
are already home there.
If you have a cow and you go to India, you're just safe. That's the
Yeah.
fun.
True. Your cows are always home. That's the way it's running.
I guess Hinduism just wasn't the way to go for these cows, you know? I get it. It's a lot of gods to keep track of.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all the same god in different manifestations, but, you know, I get it.
God, if
Well,
God is a giant cow, I'm gonna be fine.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, what have cows ever done, you know?
Mad cow disease. I've discussed this
Yeah.
recently on this episode. That's what they did.
Really? I could have sworn that was our fault.
It is our fault.
Everything's our fault.
Wait, didn't that also come from Europe originally? Mad cow disease?
The UK. Yeah.
UK.
Okay, so this is a real thing. This is not me BSing here. So, on the American Red Cross blood donor exemptions, right? If you spent time in the UK in the 1980s, you cannot give because there was a huge outbreak of mad cow disease in the UK during that time. And it's still possible people can have traces of it, even if they recovered from it. I don't know, but the last time I donated blood, which was 5 years ago, that was still on the exemption list. So do with that what you will.
That was Turning Phrases Till the Cows Come Home with Adam.
We really did go. The cows go home.
That's how he says goodbye, Steph.
Goodbye.
That was Closer. And me saying, my God, I'm sorry for all the cows and disclaimers that we had to make in this episode. Bye!